If you thought this would be a calmer week between these two, you were wrong. Hello, my fam. Perez Hilton here, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your number one source for everything It Ends With Us saga. As I previously told you, You have to have some context for this one to make sense. Blake Lively appeared in a beauty campaign touting diversity. Did you know that she is of Cherokee descent? According to Blake Lively. Anyways, the Cherokee princess went to court last week asking for extra strong protective orders from the judge. The goddess of gaslighting, through her attorneys, said that she wanted additional protections. The Empress of Empty Allegations is worried about leaking. Taylor Swift, Discovery. So, the up-and-coming lawyer who has taken authorship of this legal battle is asking the judge for an attorney's eyes only category. AEO, attorney's eyes only, which applies to confidential discovery material of such a highly confidential and personal, sensitive, or proprietary nature that the revelation of such is likely to cause a competitive, business, commercial, financial, personal, or privacy injury. Judge Lyman has yet to rule on the basement banisher's request, but Team Baldoni just moments ago have gone to court to respond to this. The hair care professional argued that her family, her, and other members of the cast, as well as various fact witnesses and individuals that have spoken out publicly in support of Miss Lively, have received violent, profane, sexist, and threatening communications. As a result of that, her lawyers argue that there is, quote, good cause for the court to adopt the proposed PO, protective order. Well, Baldoni's team had previously agreed to protective orders, but moments ago, lawyers for Baldoni submitted a new letter to Judge Lyman. We are all eagerly awaiting for the judge to rule on this, but he will now have to consider Baldoni's side, and he is against this request for additional protection. I got my hands on the letter. Let's read it together. I'm going through this in real time, reading it for the first time, okay? It's dated today. Dear Judge Lyman, as counsel for Wayfarer Studios, Justin Baldoni, Jamie Heath, Steve Sarowitz, It Ends With Us movie, Melissa Nathan, the agency group, and Jennifer Abel, collectively the Wayfarer parties, we write in response to the letter dated February 20th from counsel for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, the Lively parties, concerning their request for entry of a protective order to shield from public view documents and information exchanged herein, parentheses, Lively's proposed protective order. Oh my God! Oh my God. Okay, calm down. I love this. Given how actively the Lively parties have publicized and litigated Miss Lively's claims in the media, we are surprised to now learn how vehemently she wants to prevent the public from accessing material and relevant evidence. That Saturday Night Live appearance is coming back to haunt the Nepo baby. And all of the other instances that the hair care professional has played this out in the media and publicly. Baldoni's letter continues. The Lively parties provided the New York Times with Miss Lively's otherwise confidential administrative complaint filed with the California Civil Rights Department and thousands of pages of original documents, including text messages and emails. In its bombshell story, We Can Bury Anyone Inside a Hollywood Smear Machine, The Times regurgitated Miss Lively's allegations of sexual harassment. Miss Lively's counsel and spokesperson routinely attempt to rehabilitate her tarnished image with bold statements to the press, such as characterizing the Wayfarer party's complaint as another chapter in the abuse playbook. Damn, it's true. She, through her attorney and publicist, have called him an abuser, a predator. They include a hyperlink to where her team has made statements like that. The letter continues, or trying to convince the press that her amended complaint saves her meritless claims by referencing other purported victims, although she fails to name a single one. Ouch! Jenny Slate, Robin Lively. Ooh, they bring up the SNL of it all. Oh my God. This is on page 2. Worst of all, in a planned skit on NBC's Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary special, which attracted almost 15 million viewers, Miss Lively's husband, Ryan Reynolds, stood up and made a joke about her claims for sexual harassment and emotional distress. In any event, given the order directing the parties to submit a proposed protective order, the Wayfarer parties have no objection to entry of the court's model protective order. However, Lively's proposed protective order, or any protective order permitting attorney's eyes only designation, is not warranted. Although the Lively parties contend that the ability to designate information AEO is appropriate because the litigation involves claims of sexual harassment in the workplace, Ms. Lively has already publicized the alleged details of the so-called harassment in her amended complaint, spanning 138 pages and almost 500 paragraphs. Therefore, Miss Lively lacks a good faith belief that there is any information of such personally sensitive nature that disclosure thereof to the parties would unnecessarily violate her privacy rights. Furthermore, any legitimate concern that the Lively parties have concerning the disclosure of highly sensitive personal information can be addressed under the procedures contained in the court's model protective order. According to paragraph 9 thereof, a party seeking additional limits on disclosure can serve upon counsel for the receiving party a written notice stating with particularity the grounds for the request, and if the parties are not able to reach an agreement promptly upon the treatment of such material, they may raise the matter with the court. The Lively parties have not explained and cannot explain why such a mechanism is insufficient. We respectfully request that the court enter its model protective order, meaning, as I told you, the one that they originally agreed upon and not the latest one brought to court by the wife of Scarlett Johansson's ex-husband. So, curious to see the response from Team Delulu Lively, and curious to hear your response to all of this. Let's get to chatting right now in the comments section. And as always, thank you for your support, and especially if you watch until the end. You are a superstar. I appreciate you so much. Mwah!